Can everybody see me okay? Great. Really, mobile is changing everything. And in fact, this device is going to change everything at a speed that we haven't seen before. It's unprecedented how fast things are starting to change as a result of mobile. And really, 2012 is a very interesting year. We've been talking about mobile changing everything for a very long time, but the time is really now. We're seeing massive shifts in the way people shop, in the way people transact, and in the way retailers need to market to these shoppers. And so I'm making some pretty bold statements about how mobile is going to disrupt everything right now and not waiting for the retail entire store experience to change. So I better back some of this up with some really good facts. So let's actually start with some of the facts around mobile. I mean, this slide, I don't even think we need to focus on. Who here does not own a smartphone? Wow. One person that I can see in the very bright lights. I think we all know smartphones are here, and more people are continuing to use these. And really, it's completely changing our shopping behavior today. So, the first thing is, how many people have their phones with them while they're shopping? What are you doing? How many people have price compared? It's okay, don't be shy. How many people have texted a friend to ask their advice? How many people have actually bought something with their phone? How many people have done that in a store? So things are changing at a radical rate. Our behaviors are changing. And so that brings me to the part that's near and dear to me. I come from the advertising world or marketing world. Mobile advertising, we have been saying, is coming to this country or to North America for a very long time. But if you look at this, only 1% of all marketing dollars are being spent on mobile right now. Yet 10% of people's times are being spent engaging with this device. And this slide looks very familiar to me. 10 years ago, we were talking about this with online. 5 years ago, we were talking about it. And that gap is pretty much closed right now. And the reality is, because things happen so fast, mobile's not going to take 5 to 10 years for that to catch up. Mobile ad dollars are going to shift radically fast. Let me ask you here. Who is planning on increasing their mobile marketing spend this year from last year? That's quite a few people in this room. Well, the people who are really going to be doing this are retailers. Why? Because all those shoppers, all of us here who are shoppers, are using these devices. They need to reach you at the point of when you need to come into their stores, go online, transact, or engage with their brands. And mobile commerce. Yes, very, very early days, but boy, is this growing fast. When I see numbers like eBay predicting 8 billion versus their 4 billion last year, PayPal 7 billion, Amazon close to that number, we're doubling the growth, even more than doubling the growth, and this is just from the top players. So the question is, why is that? And really, I think Doug did a phenomenal job of explaining how powerful mobile can be, but I'm going to bring it down to really 5 key things for retailers. Mobile, first of all, is tremendous power. Access to information is the most power anyone can ever have. And I don't think there's a better case in point than the number of people who are abandoning in-store purchases because they have access to new data. And this is a very scary thing for retailers right now. What do you do by the fact that somebody can look and see that they can get a better price online, and not only get a better price online, they can actually buy it right then and there. The destination is you, as Doug mentioned. What do you do about that? If you're ignoring that as a retailer, you're in big trouble today. And I actually found it interesting that Best Buy, just a few days ago, signed an agreement with Red Laser to make sure that they can actually offer a price compared experience in their stores with Red Laser to compete with the likes of Amazon. But that's power. And just as Doug mentioned, mobile is this glue. It's this first time that we've been able to pair up the offline world and the online world, both in terms of store experience and in terms of media. And you're seeing, stuff that like this is happening right now. This isn't even in the future. This is the way retailers are actually making this a glue. We're able to, make shopping lists at home, price check in stores, do payments in stores. If there's an item on a shelf in a store that isn't available, right then and there through your phone or through a cashier, many of them have iPad devices, you're able to get that shipped to your house right then and there. This is happening right now. It is this glue. And it's not even, stuff that's complicated. I purposefully put up this example of just SMS being the glue. This is the most simple technology that's been around forever. Retailers are using this to help people shift that online and offline, to merge those online and offline worlds and become an integrated retailer versus a multi-channel retailer. No longer do you actually have to wait in store for your prescriptions to be ready or at home at your computer. You just get a notification on your phone because you have this device with you wherever you are. So going really quickly, it's a phenomenal utility device. You can measure stuff at home. I love the example of Office Max because this actually happened to me. I had to catch a plane and I couldn't get my document to a printer on time. And literally with the Office Max app in the US, you're able to upload your document and have it printed at an Office Max location in the destination that you're going to, waiting for you. Pretty powerful. So it's really a phenomenal utility. And I completely agree with Doug. Mobile, well, first of all, the retail is moving to an experience. And mobile is a tool that really helps create phenomenal experiences because you're able to engage and entertain your shoppers in ways that you never could. And I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on these because I think Doug's examples are really powerful. But the Macy's example of how they delighted kids over the holidays with a very simple augmented reality app that literally you took your phone and aimed it at a little plaque in the store, and all of a sudden you saw your kid with some phenomenal characters, and you were able to play around and customize the character with your child. Or the access to interesting, unique information through Macy's Backstage Pass. And what's interesting is these are big retailers who are not super futuristic. They're not in Singapore or Hong Kong. These are North American retailers who are using these tools right now. But really, the part that I'm here to talk about is mobile as relevance. So the difference with mobile is that it's location aware. And location changes everything. Location allows you to tap in to where people are. So let me ask this. When people are shopping, who's interested in getting a deal? I think most of us. So it's not surprising when you see that most people are open to seeing deals from nearby stores. And so it shouldn't be surprising that most people find it actually appealing to receive location-based alerts while they're shopping. And not only that, a lot of people are actually buying product as a result of that. We're seeing phenomenal innovation in this space. Applications like Shopkick, Foursquare, and what I'm here to talk about is Shopcatch, really taking advantage of location. And the reason this is near and dear to me is because my roots come from a very large local media company, a locally relevant offering. We deliver local news and local commerce content to people in particular local communities. And so my story really begins here. I have had I'm very lucky to have created Torstar Digital about 6 years ago. Ironically, in the basement of a Shoppers Drug Mart, we had a tiny little office where we had a very different purpose. Our purpose was not to help save the newspaper. Our purpose was not to enable the newspaper. It was actually very different. It was, let's create the next generation of digital businesses in Canada. And the reason that we wanted to do something like this is we knew that media and a lot of the spaces that Torstar traditionally were in were being disrupted. And instead of being fearful of this disruption, we said, let's embrace disruption. Let's have the ambition to own the disruption rather than be disrupted. And so we have a good track record. Of course, I didn't put all the failed ventures up there. But we have a good track record of actually succeeding in this. We have Workopolis that really is focused on the disruption of retail classifieds. We have Olive Media focusing on the disruption of newspaper display advertising. We have wagjag.com focused on the disruption of local commerce and marketing. And the list goes on. And that gets me to retail. So let's be honest. Retail promotions are a very big part of Torstar's business. Why? Because, sorry, one second. Because retailers really use local media and flyers, or circulars, as I was told in the States, to drive people into their stores. It's a very powerful tool. It has tremendous reach. They see results from it. And this is the way we've done business for a very long time. And so I have an interesting story. Maybe 7 years ago, I was talking at a conference to newspaper executives, and I was in my early 20s, and I told a story about the future of newspapers. And I was most probably completely wrong, but it was pretty out there. And at the end of my presentation, a newspaper executive got up and said, well, thank you for that, very interesting, but when you grow up and you get married and you buy a house and you have children, chances are you will read a newspaper and you will read the flyers that are in it. Well, I have good news and bad news. I don't think I've really grown up. That's either good or bad. And the truth is, good news, I guess I'm married. I've moved into a house. I have a lovely 2-year-old son. And the truth is, I'm completely addicted to my mobile device. And if content doesn't exist in a mobile-ready format on this device, chances are I'm not reading it. That's a problem or an opportunity. And so comes the start of Shopcatch. What I noticed, first of all, I love shopping. I'm a huge fan of deals. In fact, retailers, you really get me because every time you do offer me a deal, I spend way, way, way more money than had you not. So I'm not sure that paradigm has shifted yet, especially if retail is about driving commerce. So you get me. The problem is, on my mobile device not that long ago, I couldn't find this content. I couldn't find what's on sale at big brand retail near me. And I really wanted to. Your flyers don't work on a mobile device. Your websites are broken on mobile devices. Your emails, I don't want to get thousands and thousands of emails from lots of different retailers. And so we said, let's actually solve this. I don't think I'm the only person who wants this kind of content available. And that's why we created Shopcatch. And really what Shopcatch is it's the destination for top brand name retail deals on your smartphone, where you are. I am never at home or at my desk. Ask my team or ask my family. And when you're ready to shop. And I'm always open to shopping. So we created Shopcatch. It's a really nice, easy to use, simple experience. You open up the device, it shows you where you are and what's on sale near you. It shows you map view, list view, it shows you mall views if you're in the vicinity of a mall. And that's just the start of it. The start of it is the curated deal content. So we have a phenomenal team who make sure that we have the best set of brand name retail deals available in the app. But more exciting, we have retailers who are providing us with mobile coupons for the app. And to Doug's point, we're having differentiated experiences or engagements that retailers want their consumers to do in the form of exclusive Shopcatch offers and rewards. Not only that, we have location-based alerts. So if I walk into a Yorkdale Mall, for example, it will show me an alert of deals that are available right there. And what I love, because I never like to miss a really good deal, are push notifications on the types of offers, coupons, exclusive rewards that are time sensitive. So it sends it right to me and lets me know this is a one-day sale that you have to be at. And the great news is it's multi-platform. We are iPhone and Android. We have BlackBerry coming soon for all of those who are on it. I think it literally is, I think my development team's here. In the next 2 weeks, you should have that. And what we're also seeing is iPad, the number of people who are trying to access Shopcatch on an iPad because they don't want to just shop in-store. They want to shop online. And this is a great tool to see what's on sale online too. But never mind me. I mean, obviously I created this with the mom like me, the smartphone shopper in mind. What are other people saying about this? Well, we're very, very excited by the consumer response. It was clear that this was not just something I wanted. I think the thing I'm most happy about is that we are in the top 10 lifestyle apps in the Apple Store, or have been for the past couple months. Especially over the holiday season, and just the number of 4.5-star ratings. That's by 150 reviews of people telling us they really need this, they really want this, they use this, they save money, they spend more in stores as a result of this. We had some great, celebrities. Melanie from Flow 93. One day we started seeing thousands of downloads on a particular day. We're like, what is going on? And she'd found our app and just loved it and tweeted about it. So we have really great stories about people using this app, which brings me to, we launched in August last year. We've had exponential growth, thousands of downloads a week. And the thing that I'm really hone in on is just the high engagement. So repeat visits are 30% of our population, of our subscribers come back weekly. Because this deal, commerce is the content. People want to know what's on sale near them. We have national reach, and you really are reaching a different person. These were not traditional coupon clippers or flyer readers. This is smartphone users, higher disposable income, mainly women, but lots of men too, because of the smartphone ratio. And that's just one part of the story. That's the consumer angle. But really, we're in the business of helping retailers reach those consumers. And so what we did, and we do, is we listen. Customers are really important to us, and understanding what their needs are. So I would like to invite anybody in this room who is a retailer or a consumer, actually, to please come up to us and share your thoughts. And really, we built a product for retailers because we understood where retailers are at today. Not in 5 years from now, not in 10 years from now, but today. This is what retailers want. They want to reach this next generation shopper because they exist. They're not just kids. They're not teenagers. They are moms like me. They want results for marketing dollars. This is critical. We're living in very, very competitive times. You cannot expect, especially in Canada, big test budgets without results. They really want this to be simple. Why? Because it's complicated. And the minute you start talking about hardware installations and POS integrations and just a tremendously complex ecosystem of mobile, it gets quite frightening. And rightfully so, because you need lots of people involved. They want to take advantage of location. And we are living in this paradigm that people want to drive the right people into their stores, be it online or offline. But that's how we sell stuff today. So our vision is about putting that right offer in front of the right person in the right place at the right time to drive commerce. That's how retailers make money, online and in-store. And the Shopcatch solution for retailers is really twofold. It's the combination of phenomenal products that we have for consumers that ties into retailers. So retailers can give us curated deal content that we make sure exists in the app. They can give us mobile coupons. We just had an amazing program with Visa, which I'll talk to, but we actually mobilized a lot of the Visa Perks retailers, such as the Gap. True story, walked into the Gap, needed to buy my son a pair of shoes, noticed they weren't on sale, was thinking about it, pulled out my Shopcatch app, wasn't going to abandon, but wasn't super quick to buy. Saw, if I used my Visa card, I would get 30% off on any purchase. So instead of just buying the shoes, $250 later, we bought an entire wardrobe thanks to that offer and that mobile coupon. And I can honestly say I have never taken a printed coupon into a store. It was the fact that it was there. So we have mobile coupons, exclusive offers, location-based alerts, push notifications, but we have scale. We have something called the Shopcatch Deal Network that lets retailers give us their coupons and offers, and we distribute them to the right people in the right places in mobile that reaches 11 million people. That's powerful. That's just in Canada. That's a powerful opportunity for retailers. And really, what retailers have told us is they love our product suite. They love that this is about today, not 5 years from now. They love that it's turnkey. So literally, we can set you up within 24 hours to be getting your offers, your coupons, out to the right people in mobile. It's a performance model. We don't expect to be paid if we're not delivering for you. And this is about reaching the smartphone shopper. We launched in August, so when I put this list up, I'm sort of really, really thankful because a lot of retailers took a chance on us, and I think they've been really, really happy, and it just shows how progressive retailers really are in thinking about mobile and how important it is to take that 1% of their marketing spend and shift it to the 10% of time that we talked about in mobile. But Visa was our launch sponsor with a back-to-school campaign. They came back again for the holidays. And as I was saying, we did our Visa Perks program with them. Walmart's had offers, and all of these wonderful retailers have been using Shopcatch. And I believe this is just the beginning. By no means are we done. This is just the start. You're going to see some wonderful new things from Shopcatch in the coming months. You'll see more personalization of offers. You'll see more commerce integrations. We're really excited about wallet integrations and payments and are working with partners to make that happen. And I guess that the message I want to leave everybody in this room with is let's embrace disruption. Let's not be scared of it. Let's try and own it. Doug pointed to Walmart Labs. They're trying. It's not about getting it right the first time, but it's about making sure that you're innovating. I look at Macy's and Target. These are two big retailers. They're not, they're big retailers. They're not small shops, and they're taking the advantage of this technology. I look at Amazon, but then I look at eBay, and I look at my presentation that died. 1 second. Let's see what's happening here. There we go. One more slide, promise. And I look at Visa, what they're doing with VMe, and eBay, what they're doing with their open commerce suite. These people are embracing the disruption so that they don't get left behind. And so really, if I can leave you with one message, it's what you make it. So please, come and talk to us. We love getting feedback. Come and tell us what you think about the app. If anybody has not downloaded the app, please download it. And if you're a retailer, come and talk to us. We really want to understand you better and help you solve your problems. And thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity.